Hi, I'm Kirsten. This is my beginner's guide to scrapbooking and what I've learned over the last probably 2 years of scrapbooking. I wanted to share with you what I've learned, the things I like to use, the things I don't like to use, and all the tips that I've learned over the last probably 2 years. So first, when you're getting into scrapbooking, you'll need a really good scrapbook. So this is what I'm working with right now. I did not start with this. This is my second book. And so I have liked this spiral bound. You want to choose a book that fits you and what you're looking for. But honestly, I think I'm going to kind of switch. My first book was it has those paper protectors, and they were plastic sleeves on the inside. And it was maybe a 3-ring binder. I can't find it right now, or I'd show it. But yeah, and I liked that, but I wanted to try something different so that I could write on the pages. And then that's why I chose this book. And that's the good thing about this, is that if you want to like write on it, if you want to, I don't know, there's just some flexibility here, right? But the thing I don't like about this is, one, the pictures aren't protected. And two, yeah, it just looks like, if you notice when you look at it, it's kind of it's starting to bow towards the end, and I don't really like that. And I'm not even halfway done with the book, and so I'm a little worried that it's gonna be like, you know, this big by the time I'm finished, which would be fine, but it just feels, I don't know, I don't really like that. And so I think I'm gonna go back to protected pages, one, so that my pictures last a long time, right? And then two, yeah, so for some wiggle room, so this will be more even. So I think I'll do that next, but this works for now. And then next, you'll want to choose from your pictures. You'll need to print out your pictures. And so I print my pictures out at Walgreens normally. You could print them out anywhere, it doesn't really matter. Just somewhere that prints quality pictures. I always check them before I leave just to make sure they're good quality. And I've chosen good pictures. Yeah, but I did get for Christmas, my husband got me this Amber Series Instant Photo printer by Lene. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You don't have to have this, obviously. No one needs a printer at home. I like this because it's small, and so I just keep it in the box to keep it protected. And it's really great. It prints just one picture at a time, so it takes a little while, and sometimes I print off like a lot of pictures. But if I need something quick, this is really nice. Or if I just want to print as I go, like each month, print a few each week, that's really nice. It has an app that goes with it, and it's really cool because the app connects to your phone, obviously, and you just select the pictures on your phone. You can edit them on there and crop them and do all kinds of borders and different things. And so that's why I really like that. Yeah, so that's been really cool to have at home. And then obviously I just go to Walgreens all the time and print off whatever I need, or wherever you need to print. Let's see. Next, background paper. So this is what I've learned from getting into it. There's all kinds of things you can do with scrapbooking, obviously. And I started out with smaller background sheets. So these little pages, they are, what are they? 8 by 8 pages. And they're about like this. There's different, you know, different patterns and things, and, you know, they're cute. A little too small, and I really didn't like these patterns that much. They're cute, but I don't know, they just didn't fit the vibe, right? And so I went to Hobby Lobby and I found this book by the Paper Studio, and they have a lot of good stuff that I like. I really like this book. It has a lot of pages, 200 sheets, and this is 8.5 by 11. So this matches my book, if you can see. This goes perfectly with my book. And so some people like to tear their pages and like use just a section of it for one page of scrapbook and piece together different things. I am at the beginner stage, honestly, and so I like to just kind of choose one sheet and add my pictures, multiple, you know, on one page, and have this just as one background. I do like to have, if I'm working on like something that has both side, double-sided. Let me see if I have a picture. Let's see. So something like this, where I have two sides of the book. I'm working on one kind of general idea. I do like them to have matching on both sides. That can be kind of cute, but you kind of do whatever you want. Yeah, and so there's lots of flexibility there. So I like this too because it kind of goes with the 4 seasons. Okay, that's the theme. So 4 seasons, and I like that. So every season has like 4 or 5 different patterns. So, you know, St. Patrick's Day has like all these different patterns. I don't know. They're just cute. I like them. So you can find these at Hobby Lobby. You can find these at Joann's probably, on Amazon, all different kinds of places. I mainly go to Hobby Lobby just because they always have sales and that's always nice. So start with the background paper and then next add-ons. So as you'll see, I kind of go through right now in this book. I've been doing just 1 or 2 or 1 is where I start pages in a season. And so I might just start on one side and kind of leave this side blank and then add on my pictures, obviously. But I go ahead and pick out some pages I like. So for February, it was this. March, April, kind of like a springy, like bunny page is so cute. The little bunnies for Easter. Thought that would be cute. Easter background. Yeah, and then start lining up your pictures however you want. And yeah, I just kind of choose pictures that go with the season, like back to school. It's cute. It's like, you know, school themed for my kiddos. So I love that. And then add-ons. So I have not really gotten into add-ons much yet. It's been mainly background paper. I've added some glittery paper like this to some of them. These are a little tough. I like these. They're a little tough because they're thick and they don't, I don't know, I have trouble sticking things to them, right? Because they're like rough, glittery paper. And so I've just kind of had trouble with that. So if you have any tips about that, let me know. Because I'm like, I don't know how anyone puts anything on top of this, really. Like putting a picture on top of it, it's a little rough for my glue and my tape to fit on. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to Google how that works. But if you know, let me know in the comments below. I also would like to add stickers, like I was saying. I have added a few stickers that I've liked, just some borders, and they're so cute. There's different ones, like just some, let's see, some little borders right here. Some people love washi tape. I'd like to add some washi tape to my collection. Haven't gotten into that yet. But I'd like to, yeah, add some stickers, some borders, different things. And then obviously saving things from different events I've been to, like scraps of paper, tickets from movies, different things like that. So adding those can be fun. I haven't gotten to adding stuff like that yet, but that's something I'd like to do in the future. And then obviously, yeah, just kind of jazzing up your pictures too. So I have one of these, which is just one of those paper cutters, you know, like in school, to cut the pictures. I have started cutting my photos in, well, printing them in 4x4 so that I can fit more on a page. And honestly, smaller would be nice, like those small, like disposable camera printouts, right? Those would be nice. Yeah, I cut up different things, add them with this. And then I'd also like to add, like, they have little cutout things you can use, and it's like a stamp almost. You stick paper in it or the picture and it kind of squeezes it and stamps it to add like curved borders, you know. So I'd like to get a few of those, and yeah, jazz up my pictures, because right now my pictures are just kind of, let's see, are just square, right? They're just kind of square, normal edges. So that's something I'd like to add to this too. So that's kind of the beginning of my scrapbook journey. Yeah. So if you have any ideas for me or anything that you think I should add or do, let me know. Right now things are pretty simple, so I like to do stuff like this, just a few picture pages at a time. I would like also, when I add my next book, to do a bigger book, maybe out to here. Give myself some more room and, you know, be able to write. That might be nice. So anyhow, if you have any ideas, let me know.